Hello and welcome to another video. So today, as you can see behind, we've got Carl's GR Yaris. Now you should remember him from a few videos ago where we did a comparison on the Garage Whifbitz exhaust head to head. But we've got some modifications on this one that we're going to test out today. So let's get to it and see what we've got. So on Carl's car, we've already got some modifications. You can see we've got the carbon fibre bootlet, got Garage Whifbitz exhaust. He's got it without the resonator, some alloy wheels, tyres, got the Tom's vents, some ducts, got a really nice, interesting lowered seat mount. We've also got, I believe it's a Turbo Smart blow-off valve and the Wagner intercooler. So we'll show you a few of those, but what we're going to do today is some bonnet testing. So we have noticed that you can pick up a brand new bonnet for the GR Yaris delivered for 399 quid, which is bargains when you see how much some of the price of second-hand crash damage bonnets are going on eBay and things like that. So we thought, hey, you know what, that's not a bad investment. Let's buy one and let's see what we can do some vents. Now I know Motive Garage over in Australia has done something similar, but we've done a slightly different tact. Let's see what we've got. So placement of the ducts, we've gone for a central knacker duct, and then either side we've gone for a outward venting vent. So the idea is there's two vents on the side, vent out air out from the engine bay, while the central one intakes air, as you can see, that goes in via the bonnet air and then down the back of the engine, which is what the stock engine covers designed to do, is feed cold air to the back of the engine and thus the turbo. Now placement wise, as you can see, we've gone for the central and then to either side. The reason for the placement is we couldn't come any further forward because there's a second skin and a lot of strength in there. Also the curvature of the bonnet is quite aggressive at the front, so you can't really put a flat vent in that section there. Then the WRC cars have a vent on the left and right here, but the problem is you lose a lot of strength that's in the bonnet on either side, so not really viable. And then this section here is pretty much unusable because of the high angle on that side of the bonnet, so really left with the center portion or the edge if you're going to do some welding work to make some strength. From underneath, as you can see, Carl's cut through both skins here on the side vents and the middle vent, and you can see they will get good airflow sucking out of the engine bay. Then you can see the intake here, and we can just see it feeds just there, that gap there, which is designed to go down to the back of the turbo. Now these are the corners here with the cutouts for the suspension struts on the WRC cars, and you can see there's so much strength that's built in there, so cutting through this section is going to make it very weak. And next section, you can see if we go any further forward, you've got this double section skin, and you go too close really to the latch unless you're going to do quite a bit of welding, and then you're going to lose a lot of strength around the latch, and if that happens you could end up with a bonnet flying up, which is not good. So now this is just a few shots of the bonnet completed. This is, as I say, something that Carl's working on. It's a work in progress. He has wrapped it with a carbon fibre vinyl wrap, which he wrapped himself, and found out how difficult wrapping can be. And as you can see, there are a couple of imperfections in the wrap on the front edge, just where it's starting bubbling and the heat's affected it. But other than that, we put on some cotton tape and then we took it out for some aero testing. So the idea of the cotton is you kind of stick it down and then it should show you the airflow. So if it lines up like it is doing here, that shows the flow is attached to the area, and then if it starts coming back on itself, then you can kind of find out where you've got places of turbulence and turbulent air. Now our idea here was trying to put it as a grid across half the bonnet, so we can see if air has been sucked into the central knacker duct like we hoped, and also if air has been pulled out of the vents on either side of the knacker duct. Now we've got two different angles here. Now we are not aerodynamists by any means, so feel free to put your comments on what you think in the comments below, and let us know whether you think that this is working or not, or any kind of improvements we can do. Now the current arrangement that we've got actually reminds me a lot of the Evo 10. which I think gives us sound basis for what our ideas are here of venting the two sides and an intake in the centre for cooling the turbo down the back of the engine. Now we're here for any kind of feedback that you want to give, so if you do see any kind of improvements, make a comment in the comments below, nice and constructive, and then we can see if we can always revisit this. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different. Carl trying something a bit different with his GR Yaris. So if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's perfectly fine, give it a thumbs down. But as I say, put in the comments how you think we can do it better. And until the next time, goodbye.